What's happening, everybody? It's Dwayne off grid. It is Sunday morning. I'm here in Tucson, Arizona. Got some interesting things going on here too. I'm gonna pop a video up in the background here. It should be right there. Now you can see here, I have all these milk jugs, right? I have a friend who works at a restaurant. I told them that I want them to collect these if they could and just store them, and I'll come into Tucson, pick them up, bring them back to my property. And you can see what I do here is I have them rinsed out, they get filled up with water, and then they're staged right here. Now these jugs full of water, they come out, they're not for my water needs. What I do is I put a hydroponic solution in these, bury them in the ground, pop a plant inside them, and then grow plants. That's the plan. That's what we're doing right now. So this is a cool little project. It's showing recycling at its fullest. It's showing you how to be self-sufficient. It's showing you that you can take something from nothing. It shows that, you can grow in the desert. So a lot going on with this little project. These are the kinds of things I really love and I have a passion to do. This is cool because when this works, not if it works, when it works, I already know it'll work because I did something similar to this over in Marana, where my old place was, on a very small scale. So I tested this out and I know it works. So if you bury the containers, because it keeps the water temperature where it needs to be to grow in the desert. Now, this also is a lesson. If you practice homesteading before you get your land or get that perfect piece of property, you will be able to hit the ground running. You'll be able to do a project like this and already know that it's going to work. Now, I know it's going to work because I spent the time doing it. So I've done that with a lot of different things. So before you go and get land, and before you just throw your hands up and say, you know what, I'm not going to bother homesteading until I get my property, I'm here to tell you that is the wrong way to do this. All right. I will say there are people that come out here from all over the country. They come out here. They have never lived out here, and some people will go right to building a house out here. And some people do okay, some people don't. But I will tell you this, they would tell you, even if they wouldn't want to admit it, they learn tough lessons out here. Because, first of all, you've never lived in a desert. Secondly, just things about homesteading in general you learn because, how do you know how to garden? That's great if you're building a house, but a lot of these people don't know how to garden. They don't know how to grow anything out here because this is a very tough climate to grow in. What I'm trying to say is that start homesteading before you have a homestead, okay? If you're in an apartment, start growing stuff. That apartment thing is an excuse. I'm sorry. I've lived in an apartment. We all have, okay? You can homestead in an apartment. I follow people on Instagram that do, that homestead out of an apartment. They're in college still. There's a couple that do it, and they do great. They do more than a lot of people do where I'm at. And most people where I'm at, they're just building a house. They're not really even focused on the providing their own food and all that, So it can totally be done. If you have a house, same thing. Start growing in your backyard. I'll pop some pictures up right now of what I've been doing. But what I did in the past before I came out here, you can see I'd already been preparing for this journey a long time before I had property. So that way, you hit the ground running. You're not waiting for something to happen. You're taking action before it happens. And then once that opportunity comes up, say about what success is like when opportunity meets preparation, right? Preparation meets opportunity, something like that. That equals success. Because let's face it, sometimes opportunity is what it is. We ended up getting a good opportunity to get some really cheap land, so it worked out for me. All right, so the video got cut off, but you get the point. This is a lifestyle, not an event. Don't treat it like an event, like when this happens, I will do this, because otherwise you're going to be spending the rest of your life always reacting to things that happen instead of preparing. So that's why I keep talking and harping on that about the homesteading journey, because I've done it up to this point by preparing, not by reacting. who knows? You may never get land, you know? You may, a lot of things could happen. You may not get out of that apartment for a long time, but that would be years wasted if you did not learn how to grow food. Okay? So, there you go. There's my soapbox for the day. Now, I'm back at the property, of course. I'm in my earth bag building. See here, a little messy in here, but yeah, behind me here, got pepper plants, got all kinds of stuff going on in here. Very windy and ugly outside. It's going to be a crappy day today and next couple days. So what else? Oh, wanted to say thank you to Harold at the Modern Homestead podcast. I had a chance to talk with him. So if you get a chance to check that out, I'll put a link in the bottom here of my description. You can check that out. Really cool guy. Had a good time talking with him. So anyways, gonna get back to work. Doesn't stop. So over and out.